Hi there, it's Sandra here on a really lovely afternoon, albeit a little chilly. Buddy was whining at my feet, I think, telling me it was time we went out for a bit of a walk. So that's what we are doing. Got to get my preparation in for the Malawi trip. Anyway, wanted to talk to you today about how we deal with the values conflict. It's something that I think crops up a lot, and it's certainly been cropping up for me, and I've had a few breakthroughs myself, and also with people I chat with and clients I talk to. It's quite interesting, and so often we have a values conflict around our head and our heart, and whether sometimes we feel our head is telling us what the right thing is to do and how we should do things, and how we must follow the path that is set out in front of us, and all the time our heart is tugging at us to take a slightly different course. And it's tough, isn't it? I mean, what do? Do you follow the heart and then risk everything around you? And many people I have spoken to in the past have been torn around work in particular, making a choice to leave altogether, to set up on their own, to change organisation, to change career completely. But it can also be a call out. So you might have a trouble with a particular boss or a member of the team or a colleague where you are not wanting to face into that, but it's the right thing to do. So again, it's this sort of internal tug of war that we can have. And I think it can create real anxiety, actually, and can contribute towards the sleepless nights and, wondering what the hell do we do. Now, to be honest, completely honesty with you, I've always had a rule of thumb that we need to work with with our strengths, and we need to mitigate the parts of us that are critical, if you like. It's a bit like that inner critic, that monkey mind that we can all have so fully. And the problem is, of course, that we are forever in a battle if we want to take a side. And it's only been in the last recent years and certainly the last recent months that I've recognised that actually this part of us that is criticising us, all it wants to do is to be heard. It just wants to be heard. It wants to be listened to, because it's been there with us for a long time, and it's helped and it's supported us, and that voice gets louder and louder because it's not being heard. And instead of fighting against it, what we need to do is embrace it. Now, why have I decided to walk up a hill while I'm doing this? Can you hear my breath? I'm getting a bit short of breath. But we do, don't we? We sort of, we think, no, I'm not, or we listen to it and we get very down, or we try and fight against it. And there is something in this I've learned, which is actually really start to listen to what that part of you is trying to tell you. Because I found and discovered it's actually got a very helpful, supportive message. But the way it does it is to kind of keep nagging. So I do believe you should follow your heart. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I think you should follow your heart, follow your intuition. You should always follow the path which is slightly scary, is slightly on the edge, but you just know it's the right one. However, use your head, if you like, to give you the practical guidance, the support, the approach that you need to follow. And it's quite interesting because one of the techniques that I've discovered just this week, actually, with some of the learning and development I've been doing, is around picturing both of those parts of you and imagining them as real, as small but real people, and just listen to what they have to say and ask both parts, the part that wants to do one thing and the part that wants to do another, to find a way to come together. I know it all sounds a bit woo-woo. It is based on NLP work, and it really was very powerful. But as I say, it got me thinking about that bigger issue that we often face around that dilemma between, do I do this and do I do that? And which is the right path to do, but listen to the other part of you, because it's got a really strong, powerful message, and all it wants to do is to be heard. Try it. You might find it a bit life-changing. It certainly has been for me. That's it. That was today's message. I'm going to breathe again now. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend if you're watching this at the weekend. And if you've enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe, please give me your comments. It's always lovely to get your feedback, get your messages. And I wish you a super weekend. Take care. Bye bye.